Have you ever felt like you're running out of time to make things right? In The Whale, we witness the dramatic journey of Charlie, a man at the end of his life desperately seeking redemption for a past mistake. As we follow Charlie's quest to reconcile with his estranged daughter, whom he left behind when she was only 8 years old, we are confronted with the universal struggle of human beings to make up for their mistakes and find salvation in their final moments. Charlie's situation is particularly dramatic because all those around him fail to understand and support him in his attempt. His only friend and nurse, Liz, is compassionate and caring. Her unwavering dedication to his well-being is a testament to the importance of empathy and compassion in the face of life's most difficult moments. We can say that her love saves him from complete isolation and an even more sudden death. However, she is also in need of salvation. She has no one else in her life. Her friendship with Charlie helps fill the void of family relationships she's missing, and reconnects her with her deceased brother whom she loved. Unfortunately, just as she watched her brother die day after day, she is now watching Charlie die as well. She relives the experience of not being able to save someone she loves, and so she comes to the conclusion that no one can save anyone, and if she can't save Charlie, then no one and nothing else can. As a result, she tries to keep his daughter away from him, thinking that it will do him no good in his final days. And so, Liz ends up imposing on Charlie her own disbelief and the possibility of some kind of salvation, even though she is completely unaware of it, and is sincerely doing what she thinks is best. Then there is Thomas, a young and zealous missionary who knocks at Charlie's door and sees it as an opportunity to bring salvation to a soul in need. He shows genuine interest in Charlie and puts himself at his disposal. As the film progresses, we discover that Thomas is also in need of some kind of salvation. Haunted by his past behavior, troubled family dynamics, and a non-supportive faith community, he sees helping Charlie as a chance to redeem himself and make sense of his faith. In the end, redemption comes to him in unexpected ways and through unusual means. But as with Liz, Thomas ends up trying to impose his idea of salvation on Charlie, even though he is honestly doing what he thinks is best. The Whale dramatically shows us that, in the end, we cannot save anyone, at least not as long as we try to impose on others the salvation we think they need, while ignoring who they are as persons, their histories, their experiences, and their particular situations. This is not to say that we should not care for the spiritual and physical needs of those around us, nor is it to say that Liz and Thomas were both completely wrong. Rather, the Whale reminds us that in our quest to help others physically and spiritually, we can unintentionally overlook the most important thing, the person in front of us, and their struggle to make up for what their moral conscience tells them they are guilty of. This is what Charlie tries to do in the last week of his life. Despite Liz's resistance, despite the lack of help from those around him, despite his own weaknesses and vices, he continues to reach out for the only thing he now sees capable of saving him, for the redemption he so desperately craves. In the end, the Whale leaves us with a question. When death approaches, what is more urgent and important? Is it what our moral conscience tells us about our actions? Or is it what others think we did right or wrong? What will we really be held accountable for?